Good afternoon. Okay, excellent. It looks like we're live. So, yes, good afternoon, everybody, on this wonderful Easter bank holiday. Welcome along to episode number 5 of our weekly lunchtime lives. I'm assuming that there could be a few people that may not be on because it's an Easter bank holiday Monday that we don't normally be on each week, and potentially there's a few people that maybe are on that wouldn't normally see us because you might be working and things. So welcome to everybody new and everybody joining us for the first time. Let me just see. Let me just bear with me 1 second. I'm just skimming through some of the information here in front of me because I want to try and see. There we go. I can see people that are online there now. Excellent. Okay. It's a short one today, really, because it's a bank holiday. I'm here at the brewery on my own today. Well, Richie's due in this afternoon, so but for now it's just me. I've got no tasters as well today, so it's unfortunate. You won't see me. You won't be jealous of me supping on a few fresh canned beers this time, at least. Anyway. Yeah, just a couple of things. So if anybody has any questions, post them in the comment section. Drop me a message there and I will pick up and I will respond to any questions and things like that and give you some answers. The things I want to talk about today is an update on can releases, the latest releases and when they are due to be actually available to buy online and, well, online only at the moment, but through the bar, through the tap house when we open shortly. I also want to just give you the information on delays. So basically, there's a couple of delays that I talked about on things that I talked about last week, unfortunately, due to mostly it being a bank holiday weekend, which completely forgot about until actually Thursday evening. So yeah, I'll give you an update on both of those things. And then an update on our opening as well. Unfortunately, I'm on my laptop, so I might see if I can show you what it looks like outside, so you can see how the works are taking place over on the courtyard in Fargo Village. So I'll talk about that first, actually. I've said it a few times, we post it on our Facebook page and we've mentioned it everywhere that we possibly can. We obviously still get lots of questions from people asking when we're going to be opening. Our answer has always been as soon as possible. We'll open whenever and however we possibly can. So that at the moment, we are hoping to open next Monday. The works that have been going on Fargo are due to be finished, or at least most of the actual impacting works are due to be finished in time for next Monday. We're told that there will be, although there is work still ongoing, there will be available space for people to visit us. The worry is it's going to look a little bit like a building site. Let me see if I can take you over. Bear with me 1 moment. Let me move this. And I'll show you what it actually looks outside there now. I mean, it's all exciting, what it actually means. So hopefully, let me point that out there. Hopefully it's not too bright. Let me just wait and see if the video catches up. So in the past week, all of that steel has gone in. All that steel works, the steel girders have gone in and have been. Let me move it slightly closer because I think you might be able to see it better. All those steel girders have gone in and been set in the ground. There's obviously, as you can see, there's still some building work to be finished. There's holes all across the place next to where the girders are. I'm assuming they've got to be concreted in, finished concrete in or hardcore going in there and then topped off with some tarmac. There's you can see a few channels that are around that are obviously for drainage and things like that as well. But effectively, as you can see there, so the top steels that you can see are all going to be, that's where the floor is going to be eventually. So what we're told is that effectively where all the kind of the railings are at the moment that blocks off access completely, almost completely, there's a path around both sides, those are going to be out the way. Like I say, the works should be taking place either on the top or across either side, effectively. So we're hoping that there'll still be passage straight the way down the middle and that you'll be able to come into us. Underneath, we're not expecting there to be available space Well, the passage will be either down the middle or along the side, but we're not expecting there to be space for seating underneath there. I'm just going to walk back in. I'm fairly bored about holding on to the laptop pointing out the window. So yeah, we're not expecting there to be seating underneath there for the time being until the works have completed entirely. So the expectation is that the space outside the front, that's between our front door and the start of the covered space, is going to be available for seating. Okay, sorry, I couldn't see the video. I apologise if you all you had was half a video of my beard and then a little bit of the actual view. Sorry about that. In fact, I couldn't see the messages either because my laptop was pointing outwards and away from me. So sorry about that. I'll show you again before the end. So yeah, we reckon, we're hoping that there'll be about 10, maybe a dozen tables out there, with space obviously on our tables for up to 6 people. As we know, initially from next week, the rule of 6 applies, but it's only limited to 2 households. We will be serving outside. As far as we know, it's all table service still. Again, we'll have our round app that we had previously in between the previous lockdowns, and we will be introducing a table service for ordering as well and paying by card. Still no cash at the moment. So we'll be serving you from the front. We'll hopefully have up to 4 beers on and available. We're not going to have, as I've shown you before, the distance from the front to the back, and anybody that's been here before knows that it's a long walk from the front all the way up to the bar. And obviously you're not allowed to come in, so therefore we don't want our staff kind of traipsing backwards and forwards. So we're going to be setting up a little mini bar at the front, serving from our portable machines, our portable dispensers. And like I say, we should have up to 4 beers available at any one time. We'll have a selection of bottled ciders, the spirits, soft drinks, and all the usual snacks, etc., as well. But I guess we're hoping it'll be as full a bar as we possibly can, but certainly a little bit restricted based on the fact that we don't easily have access to our bar properly. Opening times that we're aiming for. So we're going to try and open 7 days a week. It's outdoors and it's April, and as is evidenced by this morning, it's now become cold again. Plus it's April, so we don't expect it to be boiling in the evening. But we'll be opening evenings only, 5 p.m. till close. We'll stay open as long as our license will allow us to, and as long as there are people here willing to drink, then we'll be open until we close effectively, and until nobody wants any more drinks from us. So that'll be Monday to Thursday, 5 o'clock till 9 p.m. We will be open our usual hours, basically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which would have been Friday 5 till midnight. So it's actually Monday to Friday 5 till midnight, Saturday midday till midnight, and then Sunday afternoon midday till 5 p.m. Again, on Sunday, we'll stay open as long as we can, but typically it usually kind of goes quiet around 5 p.m. anyway on a Sunday, so that kind of probably works for most people anyway. So yeah, that's our aim. We'll post about it later in the week as well, so that it's kind of shared on social media. Appreciate if anybody could share everything as well. That would be absolutely really handy. We want to make sure people know that we're here and that we're open, and we'll do as much shouting as we can, and appreciate any support that you guys can give us as well around that. That would be much, much, much appreciated. So today I'm doing staff rotas, and I'm also prepping our shopping list basically for going to Booker's to pick up all of our spirits and snacks and soft drinks and things like that. So, and then through this week we're effectively making sure the place is fully presentable. Obviously we shut down everything so that it could survive the periods of unuse, and we'll be bringing what we can and what we need to back online where possible. As I said before as well, we won't be doing bookings again this time around. It will be walk-ups only, so no bookings in advance, I'm afraid. The the time that we did it before basically was a complete waste of everybody's time. Effectively, we like I said, we had about 40% no shows, and we just don't want to have to deal with that ever again. So we had to turn enough people away that I think we should be fine if we do it through walk-ups only. I appreciate, of course, that means people may or may not be able to get a table at the time that you come up here, but there's loads of other things to do around Fargo, so it won't be a wasted journey. You can pop into any of the other places in the market hall or along the courtyard, etc., etc. And everybody will be more than happy to serve you, particularly at the weekends, obviously, and they'll be chomping at the bit to have you in and see people for a change as well. So that's it. So yes, like I say, aiming to open from next week as early as possible from Monday the 12th, hopefully. Stay tuned on our Facebook, obviously. The best thing to find out if we are open on the day, if anything happens and the works hasn't finished to such a point that we can seat people out the front and there isn't easy access and it's not safe for people, then we will post on Facebook and we'll let you know that way. So yeah, it's worth checking Facebook before you come down. Once we're open, we'll be open. So there's no worry about us being closed for any particular reason other than a third wave of coronavirus. But then everywhere will be closed, so it won't just be us that you need to worry about. So yeah, I think that's it around opening. Once again, any questions, post them in the comments. If you're watching this back and you're not watching it live, then post a comment as well, and I'll providing the Facebook app doesn't play up and we actually get notified that somebody is messaging us, then I will definitely indeed be able to give you an update and comment on that there for you. Okay, on to the next subject. So delays, yeah. So. Like I said, we forgot about the bank holiday weekend until Thursday. Kind of doesn't apply. Beer doesn't stop fermenting because it's a bank holiday, so people still have to be in and around and manage it. And yeah, we just completely forgot that means that things like couriers shut down and all those kind of people don't do deliveries on a Good Friday or a Easter Monday. So we were expecting the labels to be in last week. They're usually about a week after we actually submit them and approve proofs, giving you a bit of behind the scenes. But yeah, they were shipped on Thursday, but obviously they went into the courier system, and then the couriers did nothing. I'm not going to do anything with them today and last Friday, so hoping to get them in either tomorrow or Wednesday. There's usually a little bit of a backlog following bank holiday weekends as well because of everything being held up, so hopefully Wednesday at the latest, and we should have those cans which I tasted for you. And it's a hard job, and I know somebody has to do it, but yeah, so we did the tasting last week on those and presented those to you on the last week's session, so they should be out and available later this week. And again, yes, even though when we do open we will have only the 4 taps, all of our cans will be available. So while we'll only have 4 draft beers, we will have at the moment 6 or 7 canned beers as well for you at any one time. We also launched last week. Anybody that is still interested, we did launch last week a mixed Easter case just in time. Unfortunately, we decided to do it after I went live, so I wasn't able to tell you last week. We've still got a few of those left, I think. So if you want to check out, then we've got a special offer deal for 12 cans for 30 quid, and they're available still online as well. Tasting sessions then. So yeah, we have been asked a few times if we do something like this, and we honestly haven't been able to spend the time to do it and put the preparation into it. But yeah, I've done this recently, and again delayed last week primarily because of a few things that I forgot to get in place, and a day job kind of getting in the way a little bit. But this week I will be posting our tasting session packs. So these will be a mixed pack of beers, 4 cans, and they will include a selection of our current cans and invitation to to an actual exclusive session with myself and Richie at the least. We may be able to talk a couple of other people to come come on the line with you all. So for that tasting session, then you'll have both of us talk you through a little bit about Twisted Barrel, about how we came up with the idea, what brought us to where we are now, a journey from podcast to home brewing to tap house and brewery here in Coventry. We'll do a bit of guided tasting on the actual beers as well, tell you what goes into the beers, how they're made. It's basically like a little bit of an online brewery tour, and that will be scheduled for a night later on in the month. The way the tasting pack will work is we'll open the orders up, and then we'll basically sell a limited number for a limited amount of time. So off the top of my head, let's just say 20 cases for a week. Once the 20 are sold out, or once the week is up, we'll close it down, and then we'll package all those and we'll distribute them all in the same week, so that they get to you as fresh as possible, and you've not got them hanging around waiting to be used. So we want to get them to you like a couple of days before the actual event. The event, I think I've currently got it settled in as the end of the month, so it's like a Friday evening at the end of April. So anybody that orders them will get the box a few days before that, and like I say, and then you'll receive an invitation to the actual event itself by email, and then we'll see you on the evening, and like I say, talk you through some of our great tasting beers. It'll be a mystery pack to you. We'll know what's in it, obviously, so that you can, hopefully it'll be something that you haven't tried, something you wouldn't normally try, but it will be something different and interesting for sure. Okay, I think that's mostly everything. Thank you, Luke. I've just seen your message. I had an Easter mixed box and it was banging. Wow, you got that, I think, on Friday. So if you've drank it all already, then that was a hell of a nice summery spring sunny weekend, Easter weekend for sure. If there's any questions, like I say, post them in the comments, and I'll come on to them in a bit. I'm just going down and looking at some of the early mess comments as well. Alan, yeah, sorry I can't help you with painting, I'm afraid. It's what it is, unfortunately. You'll have to come down here, you know where we are. All right, well, short one today, like I said. Next week, I'm actually on holiday next week, so I'm away on Monday. I always time these kind of things. We've got a bit of time off work, so the family and myself are just heading not far, but to get a few days away, and to rest and relax and take the kids away while they're on Easter holiday. I may try and do one of these still though, but I'll see where we are and what the day's looking like. It might not be on Monday, but I'll see if I can do something further in the week. If not, I will see you the week after next. And we'll have, that'll be the 19th of April, that's the date my haircut is scheduled in with Robert Dashing Blades. So unfortunately everybody will have had theirs haircut a week before, and I'll still look like a lazy layabout, but that's the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? Okay, lovely stuff. Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate your time once again. Don't forget to, if you don't already like our page, like our Facebook page, follow our events, keep an eye on what's going on. Once again, I post all of these videos onto our YouTube channel as well, so you can always subscribe on there. If you miss it, then you can always pick us up on our YouTube channel. There's not a whole heap of other things there at the moment. We'll be back again in a couple of weeks for sure. Check out our online shop.twistedbarrelale.co.uk, and enjoy those beers. Thank you very much, folks. Take care and see you later. Bye-bye.